Hi, welcome to another episode of Stuff with Keith. Marvel's Fantastic Four movie just came out into the cinemas, and though I've not watched it yet, I overheard a lady saying that she gave the movie 4 out of 10. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about the movie, and I'm gonna watch it for myself to see how bad it really is. You know, like how Captain America, Thor, the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy even, they fit into one larger cinematic universe. So, a big question that some of you might be wondering is, where is Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And the short answer is, it's not. I understand your confusion. They're all Marvel, they all bear the Marvel logo, so why aren't they all in the same universe? Carry on watching and I'll give you a very simple explanation why. Okay, let me start by showing you the introduction for 2 Marvel movies. One is Captain America the Winter Soldier, owned by Marvel Studios, and the other is X-Men Days of Future Past, owned by 20th Century Fox. So pay attention to the logos that appear. Notice how different the Marvel logos look like? The Captain America one ends off with Marvel Studios, whereas the X-Men Days of Future Past ends off just as Marvel. When Marvel first started out in movies, they didn't have their own movie studio to produce their own movies or self-fund their own movies. So what they had to do is to license characters away to other studios. So Spider-Man was licensed out to Sony, X-Men, Fantastic Four, they were also licensed out to 20th Century Fox. When Marvel licenses a character out to other studios, they have the right to use those characters in their movies or make movies about those characters. So those studios will earn the most because they pumped in the money and all that. So Marvel will only get like a small cut or a small payment for licensing out these characters. But bear in mind, all these characters, even though they are licensed to Sony or the other studios, right, they all still belong to Marvel. So when Marvel actually made enough money from all these licensing, they started producing movies based on characters that they did not license out. So the first movie to be released under Marvel Studios, Marvel's own movie studio company, right, is Iron Man 1. And that's how the Marvel Cinematic Universe started. All the movies that appear later on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe all belong to Marvel Studios. Okay, so those rights were not sold to other companies. So imagine 3 children playing at the playground, and this kid named Marvel has all his toys, but Sony and 20th Century Fox wanted to borrow some of this in exchange for some candy. So Marvel gave them, lent them these toys and all that. So they still belong to Marvel, but because in exchange for candy, they get to play with it for as long as they want. Get it? So, but you know, if let's say you own those toys, and if let's say one of them doesn't play with the toy for a very long time, naturally you will want to take it back, right? So that's how the movie license works. If 20th Century Fox does not produce a movie based on the licensed characters to them, they will have to return the rights to those characters back to Marvel. And that's why 20th Century Fox has to make another Fantastic Four movie, even though it's bad, right? Because if they don't, they will have to return the rights back to Marvel and lose one avenue for them to make movies of and earn money from. Out of all the licenses that Marvel has sold to 20th Century Fox to make movies of, like X-Men and related characters and Fantastic Four, only X-Men is doing well. That's why 20th Century Fox is like churning out X-Men movies after X-Men movies, because they can, and it's like a cash cow for them. So Fantastic Four is not doing too well. I don't know, it might go back to Marvel. By the way, there's a Deadpool movie coming out soon. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there, based on X-Men. So what about Spider-Man? Spider-Man's movie rights belongs to Sony, right? So why is Spider-Man appearing in the upcoming Captain America Civil War and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because Sony messed up Spider-Man again. They did well with Spider-Man 1, they did well with Spider-Man 2, they crashed and burned with Spider-Man 3, they rebooted the whole thing, because if they don't make a movie of Spider-Man again, they have to return the rights back to Marvel Studios. Right, so they make Amazing Spider-Man 1 with Andrew Garfield, and Amazing Spider-Man 2 tanked again. So they're sick and tired of all these failures, so they decided to work out a very special partnership deal with Marvel, and that's how Spider-Man can appear in the upcoming Captain America Civil War and in the future Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's the end of this video. I hope this video has helped you understand a little bit better about how all these Marvel characters appear in different movies, yet in totally different universes. I hope this video has helped you understand a little bit better about all these licensing stuff and all that nitty-gritty things. Okay, like this video to let me know that it has helped you. And if you have not, you can always subscribe to my channel over here in this button, where I talk about other Marvel movie stuff, and I'm also talking a little bit more about DC stuff in the future as well. And you can check out my channel for other videos that's not related to Marvel Comics or DC Comics. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye!